Welcome to the Joy Chronicles. Today is day 4 of my 30-day challenge to do a live video a day here on my Life of Joy fan page. So wanted to be talking about joy, of course. And I just so happened to be out on the town tonight and thought I would just come to you live right here while we're finishing up with dinner, because I don't know that I'm going to get back home anytime soon. I don't want it to get too much later. So hey Ellen, glad you're here. So right now I am in downtown Las Vegas. I'm with my honey, so that is part of my goals. Also, another one of my goals for the month of October is to spend more quality time with him and do some date nights. So he's here. There he is, see? But he may remain anonymous on this episode. I don't know. We'll have to see if he decides to join us. But so I am honoring one of my goals tonight, and we had actually a surprising little find here, a new little place that we stopped at. We were doing some thrift store shopping at some cool vintage places and all, and this is like the little arts district area here in downtown Las Vegas, not too far from Fremont Street. But we found this cool place. We're sitting outside. We got these pillows around us, and I'll show you the other way real quick so you can see. Makers and finders right there. And I actually made an exception and had a cup of coffee. Coming your way. He's ducking down. I could just go low and you'd see him. That'll be nice. Here we are, like right on the street too. So little shop there. But we've never been here before, so it's really kind of cool. We're actually sitting on, it's like right there. The coffee we had, I gotta show you this picture. I'll zoom in again. So this thing right here is called a Siphon, and that is the coffee we had. We had to try it, and
Costa Rica.
Yeah, Costa Rican coffee beans. And it's amazing. This is like the best cup of coffee. I don't drink coffee anymore, and you say forget Starbucks, forget the coffee you make at home. This cup of coffee was so good. I can't even drink it all because like it's not even a strong one like Colombian. It's a little bit more mild. But look at this cool cup that it comes in and all. So good. Stayed hot for a really long time. Surprising. So it's still warm. It's really bizarre how warm it's staying in this cup. So they didn't say here, but I've heard that glass mugs are the way to drink your coffee. So us two non-coffee drinkers are turning into coffee snobs. But anyway, we're here. We're out having a nice little shopping date night. We're gonna go to a couple other stores and see where else we can go. Now that we've had some coffee, we have caffeine in us, we're gonna be flying high for a little while. So I wanted to come to you guys real quick, and the question or the topic that I wanted to share with you today is, how did you meet your significant other, your spouse, your best friend? How did that relationship start? Love to hear your story. I'll tell you, for my husband and I thought it'd be a great conversation starter with my husband being here so he could share his part of it. Nope. But we'll see. We'll see if he decides to jump on. Nope. So it all began, let's see.
She wore a jumpsuit. It was amazing.
I'm coming your way, man. You better watch out. He's over there. Wait. Got a shoulder. So it was like, what, 18 and a half years ago?
Just a fact, man. Just a fact.
I think so. We've been married 17 years. So we met, 17 and a half. Almost 17 and a half. 17 and a half? Yeah, I think 17 and a half years we've been married. Hey, Ellen. And so 18, 19 years ago we met. I don't recall actually meeting him. It wasn't like a love at first sight for me. But I'll tell you the story. So I had just moved from Michigan, where I was born and raised, and I moved to California for the summertime. It was a temporary assignment with the airlines. I worked for Northwest at the time. They were Northwest, and I did a little 3-month transfer. It was either New Jersey or California. I thought I was going to die in an earthquake, but I went. I thought, well, in 3 months, what's going to happen? I'll either die in an earthquake or grow broke. I'm like, okay, let's give it a go. So I was there in the sunshine for the first time in my life, and it was amazing. I was having a grand old time, so much fun. And Kerwin also worked for the airlines. He worked for American Airlines, still does actually, and we were contracted to service Air New Zealand. So Northwest crew worked on the ground, and American Airlines crew worked inside, dealing with passengers in the airport. And they'd have one person that would be kind of like the communicator with the baggage. That was him. And a couple others. They had a little office out there too, you know, and there were a few other coworkers he had that were the guys that made us do all the work of pulling bags off the plane when passengers didn't show up. And Air New Zealand was a terrible flight. It was so many bags, and it was...
And she
I'm
wore
going your way. I'm going your way. I'm going your way.
She wore a jumpsuit.
Anyway, I wore this like one-piece jumpsuit that was so cool. It was in Northwest, you know, uniform colors, and I loved it. It was so convenient. You could wear your shorts and t-shirt underneath, just pull that up, you know, over, and you were dressed for work.
She wore nothing under it.
And I'd go into work in my flip-flops, and I'd have my work boots. I don't know if I took them with me or if I just kept them in my locker, but I have my
flip-flops.
I had steel-toe boots that I would wear when I was at work, but I walked in my flip-flops. So he saw me, and I don't know, was it love at first sight for you?
No comment.
No comment. Well, it wasn't for me because I was oblivious. I wasn't looking for anybody at all. I was just living life, enjoying the sunshine, and having fun, exploring a new state, you know, for the first time to live in a new place. And so I don't know, like how long we were around each other. I don't know, 6 months or a year or something, maybe. And I was gonna get laid off. And before that happened, he came into the break room and he bought them, and he brought them in 2 cakes from, where were they from? It's coming,
What was it from? Where was it from? Oh.
King's Hawaiian,
Yeah,
right?
King's Hawaiian, that's right.
Goodness, doesn't even remember what he brought, right? He brought 2 cakes, King's Hawaiian. I have the most amazing, the Paradise cake is...
Just effects, man, just effects.
It's amazing, right? There's his wedding ring. So he brought those and a card. Cakes for everybody, the group, and then he handed me a card. And I don't know, just... He's shy, that's what it is, he's shy. But he's so sweet, look at that. So he gave me a card, and I just called him up later just to put his number in the card, and I called him up to say thank you. Thank you for the card, it was so sweet of you.
Just
and
effects, man.
I was planning to go to France when I was laid off, and I had a free ticket there, and then they called me back, and they sent me to the freight house. So I never did end up getting laid off, but that was how I learned how to drive a forklift, and I had a lot of fun there, but worked a lousy midnight shift. But so after I called him to say thank you, we just started talking, and we just ended up going out together, having fun as friends, because I wasn't looking for anybody, and he assured me that he had no ulterior motive, and so we could just, you know, hang out. I was new, I didn't know a lot of people, right? Well, a year later, we came out to Las Vegas, where I am right now, and we got married. We eloped. Oh, gotcha. No, we hadn't signed it yet. Sorry. Did you ever order your tea or anything? Oh. So, because he was going to do this video, he thought he'd order another cup of tea or something, you know, but hasn't happened yet. So we just hung out for a year, and it just ended up like we were together all the time. And it was like one day it was like, hey, let's go get married. I'm like, let's do it. And so we came out to Vegas. I called in sick for work. I worked as a... Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, thank you. Got some leftover of our Siphon coffee they're going to bring for us. How cool is that? Yep, so I worked at the time, I had left the airline. Gosh, wow, the timing of this is kind of bizarre, but I don't even remember all these details. But I left the airline, and I worked for, oh, it was summertime. Nope, that was a different job. Anyway, I worked for LA Unified as a sign language interpreter, and I called in sick for work, and we drove out to Las Vegas, got married at the courthouse, bought a $35 license, and went across the street to the courthouse, $35 fee to have the judge marry us, and the security guard was our witness, and they were a little irritated that we didn't bring our own witness. I'm like, we didn't know we needed to. I'm like, what are we gonna do? So that's how we got married, and that date was February 2nd, 2000. So we thought, what a perfect date too. 2000 is when we got married. So we always know how many years we've been married. Hard to forget that anniversary. So that is my story. So Ellen, are you? I know it's late for you. Do you have a story that you would like to share? Do you want to come on live and tell me your story? I would love to hear it. Any relationship, how you met that person and how your friendship started, how the love started. You still there? But I think it's so cool to hear people's stories. It just really is a beautiful thing. I'm gonna do my videos all the time around him because he's like the perfect little, there's always one in every audience, right? He's my little built-in heckler. So sweet. But that's my story for you guys. I think there's so much fun to hear how other people have met, and it's very joyful. It's very a happy thing. You know, the start of a new relationship is always a beautiful thing. And to hear how people met and how they connected is really kind of cool. So for me and Kerwin, it was over cakes and a card. And our first date actually was to the movies. We went to see Life is Beautiful, and I asked him in the theater, you'd already seen it, didn't you? You'd already seen it?
No comment.
No comment. I said, does he die? I was like, no, don't tell me, I really need to know. Does he die? Hey, wait, my things are changing. There, the light's back. Okay, cool. And he says no. And guess what? He died.
He said, I don't know.
No, he didn't say I don't know. He said no. I was like, okay, I can keep watching this movie then. But we saw a double feature, so we saw Life is Beautiful and then Message in a Bottle, back to back. Because we could, and it was fun. So I was supposed to give you guys an update on my sprouts. And I can give you an update. I can't show them to you, but the exciting news is, excuse me, they are sprouting. I can't believe it. I totally soaked them for like, I don't know, a day and a half, 2 days, longer than they should have been. And I only rinsed them when I drained the water and rinsed them a whole bunch, and I let them sit there all day and totally forgot about them again because I put them in the pantry and I can't see them. So today I'm like, oh crap, let me go check. I really ruined it, right? They're all sprouting. The alfalfa sprouts are looking amazing. So I actually split them when I rinsed them. I split them into a second jar because I think there's really going to be too much. That 2 tablespoons of seeds I put in that small jar, it's going to overflow. So I transplanted half. And then my mung bean sprouts are the other ones that are growing like crazy. They're actually growing better than they did the first time around. So I don't know if they soaked longer, if I didn't water them as much, or if it's because they're in the pantry and it's darker. I have no idea which it is, but they are looking amazing. I'm so excited. And my arugula that I told you guys about that I planted out there to make microgreens from it, I just like threw this big old sprinkled seeds all over in this big pot I have that's maybe like 18 inches across in a big circle. Filled that with seeds. Didn't even cover them because I've seen arugulas when I accidentally drop them in my veggie bed, they sprout without even being covered. So I just threw them in there and watered them. And that was 2 days ago. Last night I watered the pot, covered it up for the night because of course my crickets are loving arugula, so covered them up, bedded it down for the night, and this morning when I uncovered them, my arugula are sprouted like crazy. They're going amazing. It is so cool.
Wrap this up.
So I'm excited. So that's the update I wanted to tell you. And Kerwin telling me I need to wrap this up. Did you hear him? Told you, heckler in the crowd, right? There's always one.
Director.
No, no. He's a director. He goes like this. He's funny. Are you ready to say hi to everybody?
Nope.
I think it's just you and me right now, so I don't think anybody's watching live. I think Ellen dropped off.
Nope.
Say hi? Okay. He's gonna be anonymous today, so when you guys are watching this on the replay, you have to share how you met your spouse, your significant other, your best friend. I can't say how you met your mom or your dad because that's family. But share how an important relationship started for you, what the story was behind it. It'll be kind of exciting. And if we need to do it as another live where you jump on and share so I can hear you, that's fine too. Just let me know. We can totally do that. And I don't have both hands for you, but it's like 2 thumbs up. Post in the comments and let me know if you want to join live. So I'm gonna let you go so we can continue on our adventure for this evening with my honey, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Not sure what time yet. I wanted to do a fireside chat at some point, so maybe that'll be tomorrow. You never know. I'll try and keep you posted, so have a good night. This is the Joy, I can't see it. My arm's getting long. This is the Joy Chronicles, day 4, signing off. Have a great night, y'all.
Good night.